Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I would like to talk about war. War in my country, in Ukraine. As far as you know, Russia has been waging war for about 3 months and has already made a lot of cruel stuff and things in my country. And I think it's very important to bring the truth about this war to the world in order to make the world understand what's really happening here in Ukraine, because there are a lot of efforts by Russians to vilify all of the actions what Russian soldiers have been doing here in Ukraine. So first of all, I would like to talk about the reasons for this war. So Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, has declared that there are three main goals for this war. It's neutral status of Ukraine, denazification and demilitarization. So the most comprehensive thing in this list is only neutral status of Ukraine. So Vladimir Putin just wants not to see Ukraine in NATO. So because as he have a lot of times said, NATO kind of is the major enemy for Russia, and at least this option in the list is clear for me. But other two options are just fakes. So it's very popular word, and basically a lot of Russians bots use this word in the comments, especially here on YouTube, on my videos on YouTube, especially on English videos on YouTube. By the way, I have noticed that most of Russians, they very rarely react on some of my Russian and Ukrainian videos, but they often react on my English video because basically here in Ukraine you don't need to kind of reassure somebody in something, because here in Ukraine we can see citizens of Ukraine, the people who live here, they can feel this war on own kind of skin. And for Russians, so it seems like Russian society has already divided to both camps. Like the first camp is against war, and the second camp is up for war. And they have already made this decision, and nobody can reassure them in something else. That's pretty pity, because I have some feeling, and according to the to some pools of social kind of I don't know how to say it in English, but social mood, what people think about this war. They said that kind of, yes, I believe to Putin and I support this war. It's about 60-70% of Russians, and only up to 30% of Russians are against this crucial war. So that's why Russian bots, they don't go in interaction with Ukrainians and Russian, especially when the video is either on Russian or Ukrainian, but they go very actively to English videos, because they are trying to pursue own kind of Russians try to pursue that there is kind of even no war. That's so stupid, because nobody knows what's going on in Ukraine, so what's happening over there. We don't kill civilians. They even insist that basically it's kind of not a war, some limited military operation, etc. So and basically, if you live in some country abroad pretty far from Ukraine, I don't know, for example in Brazil, you even may believe in this. So because it's very popular, by the way, to say that media lies, all of newspaper, TV channel, they just lie, and that's all. And you have some doubtness that maybe it's really not true that there is a really big war in Ukraine. And then you go to some YouTube channel, you read some alternative source of information, and you might find such things from Russians that, okay, yeah, no, don't believe to Ukraine, listen, there are Nazis, there are kind of a lot of bad other things, etc. So, but everybody should understand that you just need to listen to Ukraine, because here in Ukraine only Ukrainians can tell you the truth, because we live in this situation, and nobody else, even Russians, they honestly they don't know the truth. They believe blindly believes in social media, in the news, in official Russian propaganda, etc. So the truth is, the war is crucial, and this war has already affected everybody in this country. You might heard about the tragedy and massacre in Bucha, and basically Bucha is kind of Bucha and Irpin. It's two close cities to each other, and it's vicinity of Kiev, the capital of Ukraine. So, and population of Kiev is about 3 million people. Population of Bucha and Irpin is about 100,000 or 150. I don't remember exactly how many people live there, but something about that. But it means that kind of, like if you analyze how many people you know in your life, like your friends, your colleagues, your classmates, some other acquaintances from university, etc. So it would be about from 100 to 200 people. So, and since a lot of people from Bucha, they go to Kiev during the commute to daily work. A lot of them work in Kiev, and almost every person in Kiev knows somebody from Bucha or Irpin, and everybody knows the truth. Every citizens in Bucha was kind of victim in some part, in some sort of this Russian invasion. For example, I have some acquaintances, and they even showed me what is going on, what was going on in their apartment from the camera, which was mounted in some high hidden place. And Russian soldiers, they just acted as I don't know, animals or something like this. They stole TV set and some jewelry and maybe some money. I'm not sure about money, because I was talking about this kind of 1 month ago. But yeah, so every Russian soldier did something which should be done even in the circumstances of war. And they killed a lot of people. Even my acquaintances, they know somebody who was either killed or punished. One guy knows the neighbor who was killed in Bucha. Other couple knows know the people who were punished and beaten to the multiple bruises across the body. So, and it's only about Bucha. So it means if you ask any Ukrainian, so he or she would tell you about all of this crucial thing, all of this atrocity which Russia has done in Ukraine and has been doing even now. So, and basically the main point of this video: never believe to Russian propaganda, because if there is something white and something black, or something good and something evil, here in this war it's absolute evil. Russia is absolute evil. Ukraine is absolute good, because we didn't invade of Russia. Russia invaded of Ukraine, And despite that fact, Russia even says that I didn't break any international law, any agreement, even some, mutual agreement with Ukraine. And it's so, like, I have some feelings that we live in some parallel reality. So because, they said they didn't break up Budapest Memorandum, and this memorandum was signed in 1994, and Ukraine declined to use nuclear weapons. So we just rejected to use nuclear weapon. We gave all of our nuclear weapon head to Russia. So for pretty volunteer, we gave all of that for just guarantee that nobody would attack us. Even more, Russia should protect, as well as Great Britain, United Kingdom, US and France. If somebody attack us, they should protect us. But one of them, Russia, even has invaded us. So and they, they refuse that they invaded us. I don't know how to comment it. It's somehow you live in parallel reality. And basically, yeah. So the point is, never have a doubt in Ukrainian, what Ukrainians say, because we live in this life. Today, around the city where I am recording this video, there were some missile attack in the end of February. I don't remember in the end of February, but no, it was March 1st. Good friend of my sister was killed by Russian missile in Zhytomyr city in Ukraine, 130 kilometers on the west from Kyiv. Russia was going to attack. It seems Russia was going to attack military base, which was completely empty because all of the stuff from that base were on the battlefield. So it just was empty base. Nobody was there, and everybody, at least in that city, knew this. But they were going to attack this base, and the missile fallen in about 300 or 400 meters from this base, in the private sector where a lot of people live. It was just some civilian buildings, and it was very close to the building, to the house of that girl. And of course I knew that girl. She was a very good friend of my sister, and she had a child, young baby girl, who is 1.5 years only. And now that girl would be living without mother. So my point is, Russia lies a lot, and I would say I think tens of thousands civilians have already died in this war. I remember another case when the guy in Mariupol, who was my colleague a couple years ago, he posted last time in social media on Facebook on March 2nd or March 3rd, and then there is no any connection with him. So it's it's very hard to see that this person was online last time, kind of 1 month ago, 2 months ago, now about 3 months ago. I not know anything about him, and not only me, I know that the current colleagues, they even contacted me if I know something about him, but I don't know anything. And it's very painful when you it's. I hope he is alive, but I know that in Mariupol there are 20,000 or 30,000 people, among civilians were killed by Russians. You know, Russia brought the war to my country, unprovoked and unjust war. So don't believe to Russian propaganda. Don't believe to anything what Russia official says. So they kind of just spread some misinformation and propaganda, only propaganda. Here in Ukraine, everybody knows the truth. Like, actually this war started in 2014, but it was very kind of local war. Like all of the events, all of the battles occurred in Donbas region, and even among Ukrainians there were some rumors that maybe there is something not what Ukrainian government says for us, like maybe Ukrainian government lies for us, like nobody of us knows, despite the fact that the soldiers from all Ukraine were being sent over there. So, and now this war affected all Ukraine. We have no doubt. Like if you want to know the truth about this war, just ask me in comments or somebody who is Ukrainian, and you would know the truth. That's it. So it's my first video on English lesson about this war. If you like it, please hit the like button and maybe subscribe to my comment. It would be an indicator that it's interesting for you, and I would shoot more video about this thematic. Thanks a lot and keep in touch. Bye.